You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Howdy.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fourcast with myself, A-Trap. Wilkes will be on here in a minute. Doc will be back shortly. So continue to lift him up in prayer. But man, tonight we got a really great review. It's called High Horse, the Black Cowboy, which really talks into the story of the Black Cowboy and the things that have not been told, like a lot of our stories have not been told, which is a big reason A-Trap is one of those people. We got to continue to tell the story so we can pass it down so it doesn't get forgotten, so it doesn't get lost. So shout out to Jordan Peele for directing this. I think he directed or produced it, and really helping to put this together. And this is one of those, again, one of these things that it gets misconstrued. It gets the story gets told in a different way, and if it gets told loud and it gets in the history books, a lot of times we don't do the research to see where it's really at. So, A-Trap, man, good to see you. Glad to have you on tonight. Glad to see that you are here, and
good to be seen.
Exactly, man. That's facts. Like I hear a lot of. I've heard people say that. Mostly people older than me, and I 100% get it now.
Yeah, yeah. Once that check engine light come on at 40. Oh, wait a minute.
Right. Exactly. But man, give me some initial thoughts, man. High Horse, the Black Cowboy.
You know what? My initial thoughts have nothing to do with the documentary. It's a wonderful documentary. My initial thoughts are this. It's amazing how Jordan Peele at one point was identified as a sellout, a sucker. Mm-hmm. And he's given us some of the blackest content in the last.
Some of the best black content in the past, 10 years we could say?
10, 15 years, yeah. He has always been, before his projects start coming out, he was like, oh man, he a sucker. Him and dude, they're sucker. What is it?
Keegan. Yeah, Key. I think his name is Key or Key.
And they were like, oh man, they suckers. And then this dude, I remember it came out, I think somebody even attacked him for having a biracial situation, his wife.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he even got one. And then to see his work, it's like, who the suckers now?
Right.
And that's what I thought of when I saw this. I was like, who's the suckers now?
Right. And also, similar to him, Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, like he was getting that same rap because he was on Community and he was doing rap, but it wasn't the rap that I think a lot of us listen to. It was kind of that newer age of rap. Mm-hmm. And then he does Atlanta, and we're like, this is like one of the blackest shows on earth. Like, we're down to the barbershop. You coming in there and you wondering when you actually gonna get your cut. You can be in the barbershop all day long. Dude gonna get a sandwich. I mean, all of the little details to it. So I think that just tells us that we can't say just because you have a white wife, you can't relate to the culture. You don't have your own experiences, or you don't want to tell the story, which is, I think, the biggest thing with Peele is that Jordan Peele is that he's telling the story,
Mhm.
and he now has the finances, the ability to. He's got some skins in the game where he can now tell the story in his own way. So, hey, shout out to him. For real.
Yeah.
But I was looking forward to this. This was really similar to a go back and watch our High on the Hog season 1 and season 2. This was kind of similar to that, but this has some comedy to it. And then also, let me say this real quick: the whole Key and Peele people was trashing it, but now, like, all of them skits is everywhere on social media. You can't go on Instagram or TikTok and not see that skit where he's playing Obama and he's shaking everybody's hand, and he could dap up the black people different than he could shake Karen's hand. So like, as much as you want to hate on these dudes, they have put their stamp on the culture. So
Yeah, man.
can't hate them.
And to tap into what you said about having a biracial
Wilkes,
what's up, bro?
What's happening?
Having a biracial significant other, well, a biracial relationship.
Yeah,
that's what that is as Yuri Muhammad says, you're looking for uniformity, not unity. Uniformity is all of us have on a pink shirt, all of us have on khakis, all of us wear, just like the Nation of Islam, black jackets, black pants, bow ties, white shirts, clean cut. That's uniformity.
right.
You can do what you want to do if the ultimate goal is the uplifting of the community. That's unity. And we need to start worrying about unity instead of uniformity.
Right. And I think we Wilkes, welcome to the show. We're talking about Jordan Peele and how he's married to a female comedian that's not of the same race, and people were giving him a bad rap. And
hey, my wife is, she's a toilet paper. But here's the thing: don't get it twisted and don't fake the funk, because it's one of those things where it took her a while to realize that, oh, whoa, wait a minute. These are things that if they affect my husband, they affect me.
Right. Exactly.
And I have to represent these things. That's one thing I will say about Kelly Wilkes. Kelly Wilkes is going to be in the know and call you bullshit.
Yeah. And call you out. Yeah.
Kelly going to call you on your bullshit.
Yeah.
She might be white as ice, but hey, at the end of the day, nah, she ain't with the bullshit. She going to shut that shit down real quick.
Yeah. No,
and it's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't make me less of a black person because my wife is white.
Amen.
True.
Please don't get it twisted.
Yeah. And we've done a bad job at putting somebody in a stereotype. We movies, film.
Right. It's like, don't get it twisted. I get it. Oh, everybody can't come along, but each one teach one. That ain't just within the compound.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the last time I checked, go ye therefore and teach all nations.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, we need people to walk along with us. When you think about Martin Luther King, you think of them marching. It wasn't just all us.
Thank you.
There was other people in there that understood the movement.
I kid you not, Ben. Like I said before, I literally have the Ebony Black America books, all 3 volumes. They are downstairs. If you go back and look in those pictures, they go from slavery, civil rights movement, to the Black Renaissance. They have sprinkled in some Asian people. They don't sprinkled in some Hispanic people. They don't sprinkled in some white. It's like, but those things don't get talked about. They're not brought to the forefront.
Right.
And they want to make you believe that, everybody not along for the ride. Hey, it's some people along for the ride. You just got to look around and pay attention. But it's I get it. I totally get it. I mean, I've had people try to, oh, but your wife, she white, and what that mean?
Right. I didn't have experiences, growing
Right.
up, I don't currently have experiences.
What do you mean? My kids still have black. They have white. My son definitely. My daughter definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely gonna call you on your bullshit.
Yeah.
So and it's like I was like, you stand for what you believe in. On whatever side of the fence you on, you stand 10 toes on that.
Stand firm.
Yeah. It's like, hey, like I said, don't let the smooth taste fool you. That don't mean nothing. Just because my wife is white doesn't mean anything. That means zero. It's like she's gonna know the struggle. We struggle. She may not get all of the struggle, but she's gonna stand in there. She's gonna try to relate and understand it. Like, hey, well, that affects my husband. Then let me see what that's about.
Right. And that's what we need.
It's like, right. I mean, it's just like these shows that we're watching. Oh, I'm gonna watch that with you. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I learned something new. Her being from Atlanta, that's great, but some things she didn't know. And it's cool.
Yeah.
And she'll tell you, like, oh, I learned something different. I didn't know that.
Right.
I'm new to
You know what
this.
the sad part is, Brooks?
Yeah.
You know what the sad part is? It's your wife is learning these things. The very people who are
Exactly.
critical of you, they
I'm
learn
gonna
your wife.
I'm gonna blow your mind right now. Ben will contest to this. When I wear that Emmett Till shirt at work, do you know I have people older than my mom talking about, who's that fine young gentleman on your shirt?
Where have you been?
Yeah. I'm 44. I got people older than my mom talking about, oh, who's that fine young gentleman on your shirt? Who is that? It's Emmett Till.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
Wild. It's wild. It's wild.
And guess what? And the people that's asking me that question, they don't look like me.
Right.
They don't look like me.
Right. Right. And to me, that's, man, yeah, like growing up, that is stamped. Once you see that image one time, that is stamped in your mind. You will never, ever forget that.
Thank you. I'm telling you, when I wear that shirt at the work, people are at the counter talking about, oh, who's that fine young gentleman? Oh, wow, who's that on your shirt? Man, that guy sure is pretty handsome. Is that you? I'm like, no, that ain't me.
No, it ain't me.
It is me in a sense.
This is me in a sense, right? Exactly.
Spiritually, yes, it is me.
Right. That's my brother from another mother. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It blows my mind. And like I said, my mom will be 63 in February. These people older than my mom talking about, who's that on your shirt?
Who's that? Yeah. Yeah.
Stop it, bro.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
It's wild.
Yeah, it's wild. It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me your thoughts on High Horse, the Black Cowboy. Initial thoughts. I know being from Texas.
High Horse is up my alley because here's the thing. I grew up around rodeos. I grew up around bulls. I grew up around having hogs, East Texas, but not even that. More so just the culture. I'm used to going to the black rodeo at the Fair Park because my aunt and uncle, they would have tickets. I'm used to, I'm kind of glad that this feels, there was a term used later on in the last episode where they said it's a reclaim era.
Mm.
I'm with it.
Right.
I'm with it because how many times have we heard, oh, you into that white people's? No, it ain't into no white people stuff. We made this. What are you talking about? We created this.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, there was a comment in here that Ben has said many times. We had to make something out of nothing.
Right. We had the bare minimum, and we made it so great that you had to
You gave us scraps that we had to turn it into something. What are you talking about? And even then, here's the funny thing, though. We didn't have scraps when you came and picked us up. You gave us scraps. We took them, and we built on those scraps.
Right.
Because you thought, well, we got you beat, we got you down, and that's fine. You probably went through a first generation, just like the first Israelites that wandered in the wilderness for about 40 days and 40 nights. But this next generation that's coming out, nah, man. You ain't doing that. Right. We didn't have scraps when we left. You gave us scraps. Exactly. What you talking about?
Exactly.
What are you saying?
We were the best of the best, man. A-Trap said this plenty of
You don't
times. It
want me
wasn't
on
just like going on there and picking randoms.
Nah, you don't want me on this episode tonight. Nah, you don't want me on this episode.
Nah, this is what we need. This is what we need, man.
Because it's like the stuff that I enjoy, whether it be jazz, whether it be art, whether it be that country living, whether it be cooking, whether it be agriculture, we had to make this happen. You didn't give us anything. And then when you did give it to us, you was jealous and came to take it. It's like,
Right.
what how do you want it? What do you need?
Yeah.
How much more do you want, man?
Right. They want it all.
And
They
then
want it all. They want to give it, take it, regurgitate
it's like,
it. They want it all.
when we try to go about our own way and live our life, you still want to come back and interfere with that. Go do your thing. We over here doing ours. Hey, stop, man.
Right. Let
It's
it
like,
be.
like, how much more do you need, man? As they say in some of these hip hop, get off my dick, man. That's what we coming with tonight. Sorry, y'all don't want me on this episode tonight. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, damn. Like, what? I don't get it.
You good. And I love how they started off episode 1, F Westerns. Because for me, I couldn't relate to Westerns at all. Just because for me, I didn't think it was something that was interesting.
It wasn't feasible. Didn't make sense.
Yeah.
You mean you had a whole white town? A whole white town.
People in the bar, like Bone B said, people in the bar, all of them.
Yeah,
you mean that one?
And here I am that was raised on Westerns, but I knew in the back of my mind, like, stop. You mean ain't nobody came? Y'all got a whole train running through the town. Ain't nobody got off this train black?
Right.
Well, you didn't even try to have a wealthy black person. You didn't even try to slide that in. You didn't even try to slide the help into any of these episodes.
Right, yeah, nah.
Stop it.
They didn't want no parts.
Yeah.
Because then little Wilkes, little Ben, little A-Trap would be able to relate to it.
That's what I'm saying.
Instead of having to
absolutely
learn.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
They pop up with Pam Grier. And I'm like, I had no clue she was a rancher. I had no clue at all. That kind of blew me away because she was the sex symbol. But that don't mean she didn't have. Yeah, that didn't mean that she didn't have a different background. Yeah.
Now this was new for me. I didn't know that. I didn't know any of this. I didn't know that was her love, her passion, pretty much. Outside of acting, it sounded like ranching and farming was her passion. Like that was her love, and I didn't know any of that until this documentary or this coverage. So that was new for me. I love to see it. She looked like she was at peace.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, I don't care. You know,
it looked like she was having a good time.
Yeah.
And then your boy, Glenn Thurman.
Yeah.
Was in this. Like, I'm like, we didn't know none of this. Again, you got to tell the story and allow people to tell the story. So talk about that, A-Trap. Glenn Thurman, Pam Grier, and these people that we didn't think we was in that type of lifestyle, but they are.
Well, I knew it not because I did some in-depth research. I watch a lot of interviews. As I'm watching these interviews, I learn these things about Pam Grier, Buckley, and Thurman. And being in urban America, more specifically Chicago, right? I always wonder, like my friend, before the show, we were talking about one of my oldest friend, the very first person in the world I call my friend. Yeah. James Barnes, rest in peace, James Barnes. And his dad had a horse. His dad had the whole get up like Roy Rogers. And and as a child, you go, what the hell are y'all doing?
Yeah.
How do y'all have all this cowboy stuff? Talking to Mr. Barnes, you find out. hey man, that's what we do. So
Yeah.
when you see these older guys, like it's a horse culture here in Chicago. If you go to an outing, like it's a signature thing. Like it's maybe you probably never picked up on it. It seems like whenever you go to an outing with a bunch of black people, it's always that one jackass with a snake.
Yeah. Of course.
You look like, the hell you doing with a snake, man?
Wrapped around. What?
Yeah, it's always that one dude. You got a snake.
Yeah.
Iguana. And you like, the fuck?
Man, hey, whose man's is this right here, man? This your guy.
Looking. But
Who you come with, man?
Off in the cut in Chicago, it's always a cat. It's always 2 or 3 cats with horses.
Yeah.
And you like, that's different. So you start looking at it. So it wasn't shocking. I knew about Pan Gray and I knew about Glenn Turman. And it's just, man, it's dope how, like Will, you both said it. I was just like, this is my episode to be quiet, right? Because y'all in Texas. So y'all were going, I was like, I'm gonna suck up all the information now.
Oh, it's hey, just real quick, H-Rap just reminding me, like I said, going to the Black Cowboy at the Fair Park here in Dallas, in South Dallas. But there is an area where my mom lives, where I grew up, not too far. We call it Old 75. Joppy. You may have heard of Joppy, Texas.
I have.
And they would come literally. They would advertise by riding into the neighborhood on horses.
Mm.
And they would say, hey, this Sunday, we got something going on down at the pen. Now, the pen was you go ride, rope, whatever they doing, they put on the show. But see, I grew up around that. So when we did that movie about Netflix, with Iz's algebra about those the guy horse in Philadelphia.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Concrete something.
Concrete Cowboys.
Concrete Cowboys.
Yeah. When they did that, and when I see Compton Cowboys, here we go with the thumbs up again. We had it here in Texas. I grew up around that. That was on every other Sunday. They would literally ride through the neighborhood on horses, saying, "Hey, we got something going on this Sunday down at the pen." Man, you go down there about 5 o'clock on a Sunday, 6 o'clock. We watching them rope. We watching them ride. We watching them just do their thing. As they say, the horses cutting the barrel. We watching them race back and forth. I grew up with that stuff. That to me, that is
that's normal.
To me, that was normal.
Yeah.
So when I saw this documentary, it actually was more of a trigger for some things, because the Mesquite Rodeo is big here, but not even just that, just going to Black cowboy events, just going to Black ranching event, farming life, all man, that stuff was triggered for me because I grew up around it. I was used to it.
Yeah.
I was introduced to it. So I love to see this. I love that, these younger generations are taking back something that, that we started.
Mm-hmm.
People want to be so quick and say, "Oh, you like that white people music? Oh, you gonna hang? What you mean? We did this. What you talking about?"
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
what you talking about?
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Yeah, thank you. That was a country song that you turned into a rock and roll song.
Right.
But then you get upset with Beyonce. Who they was losing their minds.
Yeah, they was losing their minds, man.
I'm like, why? I'm like, how?
Yeah. Music is music. If you have the ability to, because I was gonna bring this up. We don't say nothing when Post Malone doing rap one day and he doing country another day, he doing R&B another day. Hey, let the dude do his thing. He's talented. So let Beyonce do her thing.
You literally took rap music, something that we created, weaved your way. Now all of a sudden you're a country artist. Now all of a sudden you're a pop artist. You literally used it as a navigation tool.
Mm.
You literally took it in a gateway to get what you need to be.
Pink.
We don't say a word though. We don't say a word.
Yeah. We listen to it. We support it. We watched that halftime show.
I'm glad. Hey, because like the lady said in this documentary, it's good for everybody to experience it. But just all we need you to know is just recognize where it started.
Right.
Just give us that, man. You can't even give us that. You can't relinquish that because you're so scared that you lost the time and history.
Like I said a couple of days ago.
Yeah. You're scared that you're gonna lose it, but you already lost it. That's the
you never have
underlining. Yeah, that's the underlining thing. You don't have possession of anything.
Right. It's not even yours. It's not even yours to take.
Right.
But you think it was.
Manifest destiny.
Right. Yeah. Oh God.
Come on, man.
Oh gosh.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like the Lord told me that this is mine.
Stop.
How many people got shot when they came on their land with that BS?
You literally got paintings of angels.
Come on, man.
Thinking that we should run you off these lands because who they belong to? You think you worthy to tame it? Like who told you that? It's mind blowing. It blows my mind when I see stuff like that.
That was basically like the Lord told me to tell you. What you mean? He could have just told me.
Right. Without the added.
He needed to come down to you to then walk over to me.
Stop,
bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild. It's mind blowing, man. It's mind blowing.
Come on. But now with this, when I seen the Compton Cowboys, which I haven't heard about that, like it's everywhere. When I seen it was in Philly, I'm like, it's a place in every major city that we're at. Yeah. There's some stalls somewhere. There's some horses somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
You'll see A-Trap, you'll see you're driving down 175 and this dude's on the side riding their horses, on the grass. That's how they're getting to where they're going from point A to point B.
Yeah. That's
but it's different here because growing up in California, we didn't really see that. I mean, we had, we would go and visit different places, but if it was a horse riding up on the street where we lived at in Oakland, you'd be like, what the hell is going on? Somebody lost or something going on.
That's why I said for here. Oh, that was normal.
Yeah. That was the norm.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've been outside just, when I was growing up, living when you're growing up where I was from. I couldn't tell you how many times you'd be outside cutting the yard or just chilling on the patio. All you would hear is clack, 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 clack. You already knew what was coming up the street. You already knew. That was normal. They rode it through the neighborhood. That was it. You knew what was going on in Joplin, Texas. They finna have a get-together on a Sunday because that's how they closed out the weekend.
Yeah. Right.
And here's the funny thing. I never heard nobody getting in trouble.
Mm-mm.
I never heard nobody pulling out a gun.
Nope.
I never heard nobody causing no problems. It was just a good time. They were hanging out. And they were just doing what they do. They in they circle, they in their peace. It's like, man, just let me be, man.
Yeah.
Let me enjoy what I enjoy, man. So I remember those days, those Sundays, those summer nights, closing out the weekend, because Sunday, that was it. It was like, hey, we're going to wrap it up, but we're going to finish it. We're going to have a good time. And a matter of fact, I need to ask my mom if they even still really do that. Because I remember this was like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this was in the 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s. I mean, it was a big deal.
They probably been doing that as long as America been existing.
Joppy been there forever. Joppy, I'm pretty sure, because like I said, Joppy was that part where you had the hog pens, and you had the horse pen, you had the cattle, and you had the land, you had the churches literally on every corner. There was like a church here, a church down the street. I mean, that's the way Joppy. If you know the history of Joppy, Texas, I don't really have to say much about it. You can look it up, but yeah, man, it was one of those areas where it was just like, it was almost like Galveston. It was like, look, we got our own space. We got our own crops. Like, back up, man. Like, we doing our own thing over here, man.
Right.
So Joppy, Texas was definitely in the mix. Joppy, Texas is definitely on the map.
And they talked about Bill Pickett and then the Bill Pickett Rodeo. If you're in an area And that's my mission for next year is to take my daughter and go to the rodeo. Because there's so much history that's there that we don't realize, that we think we're not. It's not related to us, just like farming, just like all of those things. We don't think it's related to us, but it's in us.
Man, we brought it here.
We were brought here to teach y'all how to do it.
I have to say real quick, I was reminded. See, when I was growing up, Shaka Zulu on TV was over my head. It was over my head. I didn't get it. But when I watched this and they showed African people on horseback,
yeah.
I'm 44 years old, and not even National Geographic covered these kingdoms that were on horseback.
No.
So, like I said, Zulu, when I was growing up, Zulu was already over my head. It was already like, okay, well, we fight, we doing this thing against the colonizers, whatever. But when I saw this, I'm like, wait a minute. So this is the reason you're so terrified we on horseback.
Yeah.
This is the reason why they kept saying, if a white person sees a black person on a horse and they looking down on them, they don't want that. But black people riding horses.
Right. And been doing it for decades, for centuries.
In royalty.
Right. Exactly.
In tapestry, silks.
Riding into battle.
Some of the finest garments.
Right, exactly.
Hey, I'm telling you, there were some things that I forgot, didn't know, and this right here, when it got to the meat of it, I was just like, okay, mind blown.
Go ahead, A-Trap.
No, I'm just listening. Like I said, I'm here to learn. One thing I will note, what I noticed they didn't bring up, and I was shocked that they didn't. The horses aren't indigenous to North America. They had to be brought here.
Yes.
I was shocked that they never said that. I was waiting on them to say that, but it does say season 1, so maybe it's
High on the Hog had 2 seasons. So,
and to A-Trap's point, I will want to piggyback off that. I do, and this is of course with the Spaniards, the conquistadors, which their hands ain't clean either. But I remember them bringing horses over. And when they were taking over parts of Mexico, they brought horses over on the ship. I'm pretty sure horses weren't indigenous to Spain, but whatever. But so it was one of those things. So to H-Rap's point, it was like he said, horses weren't even indigenous to the United States.
Right.
They didn't even have horses here.
Right.
And if you look up some of these horses, the breeds, they tell you this is a Spanish whatever, this is an Australian whatever, this is an African.
Can be here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean,
now it makes me think of the term "get off your high horse," like the origin of that, and they're like, "You're not supposed to be on that. Get off that nag." When that
who's that nigga on that nag?
Who's that nigga on that nag?
But yeah, man, you can't even see us on you can't even look up to us on a horse.
No. Because something about
the level of pride, the level of hate that you have for yourself, that you can't look at another man on a horse.
Right.
The level of pettiness.
Because like I've said before on this show, whatever happened to just add like, hey, can you teach me how to plow the field? Can you teach? No, I'm gonna take it. No,
right, exactly. And us being the kind people that we are, not the savages, but being the kind people that we are, we'll show you, knowing that you got bad intentions. We will still show you.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So,
but the thing is, I don't think that they thought that they didn't have bad intentions. They presented themselves as allies, and then they were duped. Much like in the slave trade. You always say, well, you sold yourself. No, I sold what you identify as a Nigerian, what you would identify as a Botswanian, what you would identify as a Sierra Leonean. I am a Ghanaian. they are not me and we're not them. Just like when you go 1,200 miles to the north, I am from Germany, I am from Ireland, I am from Austria, I am from England. We all look alike, but we're not alike. So stop that nonsense.
No, right, exactly. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Paris Wilbird. We put her up on the screen. She's 16 years old and is a they showed her in this documentary, so definitely just wanted to shout her out. She's a champion competitor and in the rodeo, and I mean she was bad. Like she was bad. So shout out to her. And just the rodeo that the PBR and that kind of stuff that now is becoming huge. It started somewhere, and it started with us, and it started with us not being able to compete. They brought up numerous names. Bill Pickett, who was talented and wasn't able to compete. They brought up some other names too. I would highly recommend you watch this, but they weren't able to compete. They were the best, but they could only do the exhibition because they knew they would take all their money. Which again just goes back to you want what we have, but you don't want to acknowledge that you got it from us.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, it's an old adage that says they love our rhythm, but they hate our blues. You don't want to have to deal with what we're going through, but you want to take what developed after we went through it. You don't want to sit in the cold, you don't want to sit in the dirt and watch and become a diamond, but you don't mind rocking a diamond necklace. You know what I mean? Right. So we're looking at this is just history regurgitating itself. This is the cycle of history. Go through the pain and anguish, the struggle, stolen, glorify. Okay, rinse and repeat. We're gonna do it again. Rinse and repeat. We're gonna do it again because the people who consider themselves superior, the people who consider themselves inventors, the people who consider themselves the avant-garde, they are actually the laziest people in the history of the world. They are the wickedest people in the history of the world.
Right. And they want you to work.
They push these lies and permeate a world of disdain, a world of, and then they populate the minds of the people with lies.
Right.
The propaganda of, you can just go back 163 years. The war's ending, the Civil War's ending, and what do they put in the minds of the white Americans? Those Negroes, or they wouldn't say Negroes, they are taking your jobs. What job? Y'all ain't had no damn jobs. Y'all wasn't picking no damn cotton. Y'all wasn't tilling no field. Y'all wasn't taking care of no animals. Y'all was standing there yelling at people. And if you did have land, you were doing what you do to your land. You were not doing what you were doing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, get the hell out of here, man. Knock it off.
Right.
Knock it the hell off, please.
Yeah. And it was great how they did this because they talked about Westerns, then they talked about land, and they talked about the music aspect and how it started off as country or soul, or I think it's a country. And then it was like, okay, you not country, so we need to put you in the, what are they calling it? The
race music.
The race music.
Yeah.
Which then turned into rhythm and blues.
Right.
Which now is like hip hop, soul, neo soul. So all of these branch offs.
Yep.
You put us in that category. And what we do best is we take it and we make it one of the best things on earth.
Put me in that spot. That's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, right.
And then when I flex it and make it grow, you want to come take it.
Right.
No.
But see, but it also shows the foolishness of our community. Because when this what I want to say, foolishness, the lack of communication in our community, the ignorance of our community. The reason I say that is this: if you did that 100 years ago, because literally they were talking about, you ain't nothing but a hound dog by Big Mama Thornton. That was 100 years ago. Big Mama Thornton made that song 100 years ago, and then you remix it and put it into a category.
Yeah.
Just my thinking, and this is 100 years later. why would you ever want to be taken out of that category?
Right.
See, it is the constant greed of capitalism that puts us in this mind state, the constant situation too, whereas I have to have more.
Yeah.
But again, we always talk about this. We talk about how much we love God, how, you get people quoting scripture left and right. I go to church, but Wilkes mentioned it earlier in Exodus. These people in Exodus in that story were told, only take what you can eat.
Right.
That's if we start.
What we do.
Exactly.
We're weighing ourselves down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Taking stuff that we know we don't need.
Right. We don't need it. And the more we violate those books and those stories in that book, the further we get away from where we need to be, because God said you'll get everything that you want and desire. So you don't have to hoard. It's gonna come.
It's gonna come back.
I'm gonna survive off $250,000. But okay, no, I need 250 million now.
Yeah.
250 million, like Smalls and other people said, Biggie Smalls have said, more money, more problems. So people think, I'm crazy, you crazy, more money, more problem. No, but the problem is, how do I hold on to this money? Because this money makes me who I am in my mind.
Like Dr. Dre said.
How do I help?
Yeah.
Right. Like, real. Go ahead, Adrian.
No. If you are that person, but no, I'm done.
No, I was gonna say, just like Dr. Dre said, hey, it's great when you get it. Keeping it is the hardest part.
And what do you have to do? What do you have to give up?
Yeah. Keeping it is the hardest part. That's what you're gonna do with it. Right.
Yeah.
Another quote from that book.
Facts in the world.
The richest man in the world, but you lose your soul.
Right.
Our community has lost its soul. Trying to be rich.
Well, because the bag is the thing now. We had a show about that, chasing the bag.
Yeah, that was early on in the Fourcast days. Go back in the archives, look that one up.
Hey, what gain is a man if he sell his soul?
Right.
Like what? What does a man gain? It's like chasing the bag.
Chaos.
Right. And when you get that bag again, what do you do with it? Do you even handle it?
Right.
Or do you mismanage it? And then you back. I mean, we know so many endless stories of athletes.
Yeah, and what do you do when your inner camp sees you get that back?
Right. Hey, they coming after you too. Hey, you remember that time I let you borrow that pencil in elementary school?
Exactly. Well, I've been riding with you for a minute. Hey, man.
Yeah. Hey, one of my up and coming artists I've been listening to lately. I want y'all to check out. Everybody watching too. Joyner Lucas.
Joyner Lucas.
This dude, one of the best storytellers. Yeah. It's wild how great, talented he is. But he did this song about his. I don't know. I forgot what the name of it is. But he's basically doing this song like his friend is like, "Hey, I know you got on, and I'm proud of you, and I'm happy for you." And then it turns, and he's like, "But I need some money, and if you don't give it to me, then I'm gonna hate you, and I'm gonna have to kill you." It's like that mindset of like, you owe me.
It's kind of like the movie we just watched, the one that was by Tyler was Ruth and
Boaz.
Ruth and Boaz. Yeah. The guy that was in there, he's like, "Hey, you can't turn around on this song. I got a song deal.
Right, exactly.
Jermaine Dupri gonna be there. What you mean?" I was like, "I need you to come through.
And you need to be here, or else."
Like, I got dead just like you got dead. He's trying to use her and her voice. It's like, you need her voice. She don't need you.
I need you. And ironically, that situation is exactly what's that's the capitalistic mindset that leads to destruction, because you can be. Do you want to make you started off pulled up broke. Just pulled up broke. I ain't got nothing. I can't even put two thoughts together.
Yeah.
And then you make this song, and now I'm just pulling a number out my behind. Now you making $7,000 a month off Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube from your song. But why aren't you happy with that and consistently growing versus straight to the top?
Yeah.
You're gonna lose something when you go there. Mike
Yeah.
Tyson, Joe Louis, Joe Frazier, my man Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali. You lost something when you got the big giant money.
Right.
Mhm.
And don't you find it like, okay, and this is not a knock against our brother Michael Jeffrey Jordan, but ain't it odd that Michael Jordan is the GOAT? He's the standard, but you never hear about any of Michael Jordan's friends.
Yeah.
True.
His circle. Man.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't even know if he even has friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The dude that they pit against Michael Jordan is LeBron James. What is LeBron James famous for? Him and his 5 friends becoming millionaires.
Mhm.
Right.
Putting them all
It's
on.
the reason that LeBron is the villain in that story.
Oh, absolutely.
The guy who
Oh,
stands alone is the king. The guy who calls himself king and empowers his subjects, he's the villain.
Right.
And it's not a knock against Mike. It's not
No.
against.
Yeah, but it's true though. I mean, anything you ever seen him in,
Yeah.
I ain't never seen him with no dude. I ain't never heard him call anybody a friend
but
or anybody
here's-
call him a friend.
But here's the thing with to H-Rap's point, to Ben's point, to your point, is it because of the era? And maybe Mike's like, I know the mindset of that era and these guys that came out of that era.
Mhm.
They
That's not it,
mishandled
bro.
they mishandled their stuff, but I'm not here to carry them because they gonna think, hey, it's like my dad said. And I'm gonna just say this real quick. I got you, Israel. Hang on. I'm gonna say this real quick. My dad says, if I win a certain amount of money, let's say I win 10 million. If I give you 5, or I give you 2 million, or I give you 1, or I give you 100,000, what you do with that 100,000? Don't come back looking over here, because you wasted that 100,000 that I gave you, or that 80,000 I gave you,
or that 10.
Hey, thank
Hey,
you.
like the talons in the Bible, man. Another parable.
What you do with that? I gave you something to set you up, but you chose to squander it, waste it, spill it. So I'm wondering if Mike is thinking like that. I don't know, but H-Rap, go ahead. You know, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know if Mike realizes that they're using him for that.
Yeah,
because they this is mass media. This is corporate America. This is the system.
Yeah,
brainwashing you.
Right.
Because I'm quite sure, like, it's a couple of his very first teammates that are in his inner circle, but you never hear about them.
Yeah,
I think his name is Earl Curitan. These guys who played with him earlier, they are in his inner circle. You never hear their names.
Yeah.
And they make it, the system makes it seem as if big upping what you do is wrong. Hey, I went and fed the homeless and I want cameras here. Oh man, so he did it quiet and private because he didn't want nobody to know. No, that's
right. Yeah.
Because they want it in private. They want Ben to hit the Powerball tonight. And then they don't want it to be known that he sent H-Rap $10 million. He sent Wilkes $10 million. He sent Doc $10 million. They want him to give us this money in silence. You know why? Because if he does it in silence, nobody knows. If nobody knows, you don't inspire. If you don't inspire, everybody stays right here. Then that narrative of, man, see, that's why we can't get along.
They don't help each other.
Then you got people like Russell Westbrook, who's giving away over $75 million, and nobody knows. Because if Russell Westbrook does it, and Kevin Durant does it, and LeBron James does it, and that means all of these hundreds of thousands of young people who are attempting to be just like them will understand giving back is the key.
Yeah,
that's why you don't.
And I think there's a, there's a thin line, because you don't need to have every single thing you do,
but
actually, you don't need to not have anything.
No,
I think there's a.
I disagree. You should, because we've been so programmed to not. Why? Okay, why is it that if let's say this is the evergreen episode of the Fourcast, right? Bam. 400,000 people watch this episode. No, so now we got 400,000 subscribers. Next week, now we getting paid. Well, why wouldn't we say every time we did something nice for somebody else? Why are we hiding doing nice? But simultaneously, you hit the Powerball, you give away this money and let mess around and take 2 beers and get pulled over for a low-level DUI. Everybody
will know.
Yeah. And to H, if now I was gonna combat that, but to H-Rap's point, I'm gonna make it biblical.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus didn't get baptized in private.
Yeah.
John the Baptist baptized him in the public, openly, and even said, I'm not worthy enough to baptize the one that will come and deliver man from his sins and die for them.
I think for me, it's the people that like the social media stuff. They're like, okay, I got this much money, bam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand it to you. Like to me, that
but you're still looking at it wrong. I got this much money, and I'm gonna hand it to you in front of the world. Guess what? You're still inspiring other suckers to do it.
Right, but
you a sucker for doing it.
I think for Ben, I feel like I think it's in Ben's, not to knock anybody was saying. That's what makes the show great. We got opinions.
Right.
But I think in Ben's point, it's like, I don't need to showboat this.
What you should.
Is it because here's the thing now. People just do it for clout. They're not even doing it to get their social media numbers up. They're not even doing it to help.
Watch
this. I think Ben is on the side of Ben is on the side of like the vanity. He wants you to be humble with it.
Because if Westbrook's doing this thing, I love everything he does, and I'm cool. I'm cool with him showing everything because it's making a difference. I think it's the other side of it that's the part I'm.
But let's see. Again, we've been programmed to look at the glass half empty. What's wrong with it? Look. How about this, man? If you and Erica and your daughter are starving, and I show up with a truckload of groceries,
it don't matter.
Is your stomach any less empty? Check out, y'all see H-Rap. H-Rap is the man. Are you any less hungry?
Right. The bottom line is, are the people getting fed?
Right.
Are the people getting the stuff that they need?
Because it's bozo. Well, then at that point, now it becomes a media thing. Like we always say, the media is going to give you half of the story. They gonna paint what they want. But at the end of the day, like he said, are the people getting fed? A-Trap isn't there for the cameras and for the lights and for the glamour. I'm here to do my job. If you record it, oh well, you recorded it. How you report it is how you report it.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, it's like, hey, like my boy like the Black Eagle said, put it where the ghost can get it.
Put it where the ghost can get it.
Put it where the ghost can get it.
Mayor of Chicago, he's being maligned now. Oh man, look, he ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. He only doing this. But guess what? He had Magic Johnson in town celebrating him last week.
Yeah.
And Mayor Johnson took a wonderful opportunity. He said, yeah, Chicago's own ain't even doing this for me. He was like, what you mean? Your boy, Michael Jordan, and Magic Johnson said, look, take this picture with me. And I'm going to post it on my social media. I bet you he catch up with you now. Hey, Ben, imagine this. You got a bunch of people. You got 200 people doing it for the quote-unquote right reason. They're doing it humbly. Ain't nobody paying attention. And you got 300,000 or 500,000 dudes doing it for the wrong reason. Y'all, hey, it ain't just Ben and H-Rap and them doing it. We doing it too. Guess what? Go ahead. Make it the jackass competition.
Yeah. And to your point, agreeing with you is we some people say, oh, I give him this money, I don't know what he's gonna do with it. That don't even matter. Did you do what you were supposed to do and give him the money? So there you go. Yeah.
So
we seeing eye to eye.
That's why I want them to do it.
The bottom line is, are the people getting? Because you can be, them numbers are gonna be them numbers. Eventually, who knows what'll happen? They may go down or whatever. But if that person don't care. That's like every year. I think right around this time, Wilkes. I think they get the some of the homeless people and they put them in a hotel. They like give them food. They have a dinner for them. They give them haircuts and all that.
That time, yes.
I think it's right around this time.
Even back to school they do it. But yes, this is that time of year. They, like you said, they give them haircuts. They even do like dentistry. They get them groomed up. They give them like you said during the holiday. They even give them a plate. Right. They get a warm plate, hot plate. They get somewhere probably to stay for the night, something like that. I think they set them up for like about a night or two.
Yeah.
Hey, you're absolutely right. You're right.
Last week, and a couple times a month, I go down to this place called The Bridge. It's in Dallas. It's a large homeless area. It was probably 30, 32 down there. Easy. I mean, I'm like shivering. In my mind, I'm like, bro, these people are out here every day, every night. You just out here for an hour.
To them, it's like nothing.
I was just about to say that. And when you're in Chicago, 32 degrees.
I can't even imagine, man. Hey. I can't even. You outside with shorts.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, I'm saying, hey, I got off
39 degrees right now.
Excuse me. I stepped off the train in Penn Station in New York. This chick was in shorts in a short sleeve shirt. It was 32 degrees in New York that night.
You bundled up with the yarmulke on.
And here I am with a hoodie and just the regular whatever. Got my sweats, got my sneaks. Nah, man, she out here in shorts, short sleeve shirt. It's 32 degrees in Penn Station. In New York, she's like, all right, whatever, man. Man.
It's at the end of the day, A-Travel, to your point, it's perspective.
Yeah,
like really putting it all in perspective, and the people are getting what they need. Who cares?
Hey,
because
the news LeBron James. Oh, he only doing it for the cameras. Is it getting done?
Right, and that's why I said they're gonna angle it. They're gonna mold it into
anything LeBron do. They're gonna try to.
They're gonna be all over it. And like A-Trap said, and to your point, it's like, but at the core of its being, who is getting treated? Who's getting served? Who's going away not hungry?
Right.
You can have a camera in my face. Hey, we're here for the people. Blah, blah. Great, but then, you heard it first. If you're not doing blah blah blah, it's like stop. That's not what I said. But whatever, man. Whatever.
14 years ago really opened my eyes when LeBron James left his job in Cleveland and went to a better job in Miami. And they made him the villain. And then one day, I knew this is when I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm out of this.
Yeah.
LeBron James is in the locker room, whether he's fake reading or reading. He was portraying himself reading the Hunger Games. And fools went nuts. I mean, he ain't read. Hold on, man.
Yeah.
All the kids in America want to be this guy. He's reading, y'all mad.
Right, exactly. He encouraging kids to read that book.
Because,
reading a book, period.
Because once again, LeBron had that era. Everything I heard, excuse me, Gatorade put out a whole ad. I want to be like Mike.
Yeah.
I want
to. And we had in school, we y'all probably remember, we had somebody famous reading a book.
Thank you.
On the wall, with the posters.
Bill Cosby in my era. It was Bill Cosby reading.
With a book and a pudding pop.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. No,
that was probably laced. Yes, but it was laced with something, but that's not the point. We don't know what was going on in the photos.
Right.
Again, perspective. We talked about it. Right. We don't know what's happening. Okay?
Right. All right, man. Let's hit a couple points and then we'll get out of here. Freedom Acres Ranch. I wanted to shout them out real quick, man. I'm gonna share my screen and pull something up real quick. Because it was amazing to see what they have going on. They got a full-fledged Websites. Hold on.
Yeah.
Bam. They got a full-fledged website. Black owned. They're also veterans, and they have a full farm. Like the I don't know if both of them were in the Marines, but they started this, and they even have a shop on the site as well. So I mean, if you want to buy meat, I mean, they got lamb, chicken.
Don't worry. Wilson's been looking.
Yeah, and I think I believe they're in Texas.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I've been looking.
Don't worry. Shout out to them and what they're doing.
Yeah.
Just want to give them a quick.
But of course, look who's on their retreat visit page.
Yeah, I know, doing yoga. Hey, you got to get everybody in, man.
Once again,
right.
I was like,
hey, do what you got to do, man. Hey, you want to bring out yoga mats and do it here? Do some goat yoga? All right, as long as you pay.
Man. It's perspective. All right.
As long as you send them ducats, it's all good, man.
For all those intents and purposes, I am not a racist, but I'm just saying, look who's on the page. I'm just saying.
And watch this though. Watch this. And then not to keep back mapping, but to reaffirm the point I'm trying to make. 1992, Warner Brothers is angry at Spike Lee because he pushed the white director out of the way and put himself in the role of director of Malcolm X, the movie. So they reduce his budget. And he gets to a point where he asks Oprah and Bill Cosby and other celebrities for the money. He asked Mike for some money, and Mike and Magic gave him the money. And when he ran low again, Michael Jordan went and said in a press conference with a Malcolm X hat. This became the #1 hat in America.
X, man.
Yeah, just the X.
That's why you do it in front of everybody.
Yeah, good point. The Kentucky Derby, once again, something that we started. All the black jockeys. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, I totally all this.
I knew some of it only from my grandfather, but the rest of it, I had no idea that there was that many jockeys. I do remember that one photo, which I guess we're never gonna know who that was.
Yeah, the one that was riding in them. Yeah,
we're never gonna know who that is. And like Jordan Peele said, that's like a nightmare because we don't know who this man's name is. We ain't gonna never know who that is. But to know, it's just like, matter of fact, it blew my mind when I found out we had a black cyclist in the Olympics.
Yeah. There's a commercial with him. That's the same guy I'm thinking of.
We had a black. I didn't know we had a black cyclist. Yeah. That rode that, I don't know what they call it now, but it was like that when they do that speed cycling or whatever it's called, but
speed cycling.
I don't know what it's called. It's like speed cycling.
Riding. I don't know.
Riding, whatever it is. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't know we were even involved in that. Hell, from all I know, we were probably involved in fencing. So I mean,
everything you can think of. We were there, been there, done that, changed the game.
Yeah,
it'll never be the same again.
Right. Yeah. Didn't realize we had that many black jockeys that were in. Didn't know.
Imprint.
I mean, I only knew about that one picture, the one they made when it was like he's riding. After that, never heard anything about it. Didn't know anything about it. Didn't even know. Didn't know we were that involved in Churchill Downs.
I knew it was a couple. I didn't know it was 15 of the first 26.
Yeah, I knew. Hey, that was better than me because I didn't know any. I was like, wow, like what?
I thought it was. If you'd have said how many people out of the first 25, I'd have said like 2.
Yeah, I always said it wasn't a lot. It was some. It was a small fraction.
Yeah.
We had a photo. It was all us. Man, we were all of them. So
yeah.
And they brought up the great stagecoach Mary. This lady has to be.
And she was in Hard to Fall.
Right, exactly. Yep. That's why I put that right there.
Didn't even realize they were trying to make a movie with Pam Grier.
Yeah, man, imagine. You think he said it was a show? Would have been great either way. But yeah, Pam Grier was supposed to play Stagecoach Mary.
First time I ever heard of it. I'm 44. First time I even heard of it. What? News to me?
55. Same thing.
She legend. Any documentary we've seen where they even touched on. They touched on this or Cowboys. I mean, she's been named. So
I'm curious now. Even though they don't do it with Pam Grier, you know how just like Netflix, if Netflix does a documentary about a crime, it leads to somebody getting arrested.
yeah,
so is this going to lead to somebody probably saying, "Hey, we need to make this movie. We need to make this series or something"?
Hey, if he's still, I'm sure he probably still has it, and the money won't be a problem like that at this point.
Mr. Perry,
the amount of people we have, exactly.
Mr. Perry,
right.
Thank you.
Right.
Hello. That's what I was saying the last time. It's like if Tyler Perry's putting this big studio up, if he's challenging Hollywood, this is the time to do it.
Right. Hey, he did the what was that? 538 or the film we reviewed with the women.
Yeah.
In the World War.
Yeah, the World War II women.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, this is when we challenge the Hollywood.
This is when we make what we want. And the things that couldn't get made because of.
And bring back Robert Townsend. I don't care what you say. Bring back Robert Townsend.
Hey, I need to watch Meteor Man. I need to do that.
Pick his brain. I believe Robert Townsend just got it in it, man.
Yeah, man.
Can you imagine Robert Townsend with Damon Wayans or Keanu Ivory Wayans? You imagine what they could do together and the help of what Tyler Perry's doing?
Hey, Trap, you said it. They were called the Black Pack, right? Yeah.
I'm saying. I mean, that's just too much. If we can start a Negro baseball league.
Yeah, I was
in the 1800s.
Way back.
Really? Surely we can start a Black Hollywood.
Well, we're at a point now where it's just if you want to do it because of the resources, the studio, all of it's there.
Right there in Texas, Ali Sadiq is putting fools on. He put on Marcus Wiley.
Yep.
And he has a successful YouTube comedy special.
Yeah.
And now he's on super. He was already on tour. Now his tour dates are picked up. Then Ryan Davis hooked up with him. And then Ryan Davis has 1 million views, but he was only getting a couple 100,000. So look, man, and Big Ja, and I forgot the cat from Chicago who with them. And they have a movie called The Flight Before Christmas.
You talking about the tall, bald head guy, big dude like social media.
To the max. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. To the max. Yeah. Big job.
Yeah, if you ever seen one of their skit, the homies are stupid. The dude who's correcting their English. He has a movie he directed and stars in his own movie, The Flight Before Christmas.
Yeah, check it out.
And shout out to Kev on stage, man. Whatever he putting out, it's hilarious. And people were ragging on him because he came out with his app, and it didn't end up working out. But he was like, "Hey, I got my stuff on BET, like that hospital show that he." And look, being on YouTube is no slight at all. We need to people saying that you need to leave that alone.
Yeah.
Ali Sadiq is killing it. He don't need to come to Netflix.
Nah, he putting stuff on.
He getting 1 million views in 24 hours on what he's dropping.
He put out a special yesterday. I looked at it at 2 this morning. He was at 300,000 at 2 this morning.
Yeah.
Hell, I wasn't expecting Dave Chappelle to drop a special after the boxing match and just like
out of the blue. I'm like, I didn't even know. Like A-Trap said, like it's Chappelle. You don't. I don't have to tell you. I don't have to give no promo.
I watched
drop it.
Like, he don't. Yeah, it's for you out there in the Kaepernick camo. I mean, I watched it. I ran it back. Well, you know, I'm gonna run it back because, like I said, he's in the lane
views in less than 24 hours.
600,000.
Wow.
630,000 views in less than 24 hours.
And he said the fans say, hey, can you drop something before the end of the year? So I mean, he got specials in his back pocket. Just a matter of whenever he's ready to drop it. Sure. But to touch on Buck and the Preacher once again. Another. I'm so glad we watched that and reviewed it, and that has so much more meaning.
It's a blueprint.
So much more meaning now with watching this, and Sidney Poitier really doing something that.
And I need to watch. I need to watch the other ones that I didn't know. The duel with Diablo. I didn't know about that one. I need to watch that.
Yeah, was that Sidney Poitier too?
Yeah, it was a duel Diablo or Diablo with something like that.
Yeah, duel at Diablo.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I need to find that. I need to watch. I didn't realize he did another one, another Western. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey man, that's the thing. That's the wonderful thing about the 70s. Everybody thinks black exploitation when you think the 70s.
Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, I want y'all to realize this: black exploitation, which as you envision it, is comedy. Dolomite was comedy. That wasn't low budget trash.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was supposed to be there.
Ignorant looks.
That was like, what the hell?
Right. People thinking, you watch it. It's I ain't trying to take a shot, but you watch it. It's like y'all see Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang is it's satirical. Right. Just like what I want you to do. I know y'all ain't really big fans of Pootie Tang. Watch Black Dynamite, then watch Pootie Tang. You'll see Pootie Tang in a different light.
And here's the thing about Pootie Tang. I don't even have any bones to pick about Pootie Tang because it's one of those things where it's like I already know that it's one of those. It's hilarious, hysterical, over the top, but yet it's also under flight of, man, this is what we do. You missed the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
You missed it because you caught up on the silliness and the jokes and the way I dress. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say real quick. I was watching The Firm with Tom Cruise. Tell me why a city bus went by and it had an advertisement for CB4. It had a CB4 advertisement. Think about that.
Wow.
There's no other movie that has advertised another movie.
No, not true, Wills.
On a city bus.
That's what it's a Hollywood trick. Watch the canopy. Anytime you see a theater in an old movie.
Oh yeah. They're gonna like
movies.
Yeah, they're gonna have like a kung fu flick, or they're gonna have like a Chuck Norris flick. No, you're right. But as blatant as CB4 was with Chris Rock and Tom Cruise is the main character, I was like, wow, wait a minute, this is crazy. I was like, wait a minute, what are we doing?
That's why all of a sudden you in the movies and they go, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Or you start thinking about watching something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or everybody pulled up their laptop and it's a big Apple right here.
Yeah.
Let's get an Apple computer. Yeah,
right.
Man.
It's crazy. It's crazy talk. And that's what I'm saying. Like those things when I see Pootie Tang and then I see Dolomite or I see black exploitation film, it's like you're missing the point. Like it's just like with Shaft. Shaft is our black 007. He's the black 007. He's James Bond.
All right.
Excuse me. Shaft in Africa wasn't great, but the fact that they were trying to explore outside of, he's our black James Bond.
How about this, Wilson? I got one for you. It's a movie that is rarely ever spoken of. Through the Hard Way.
Oh, that's really
the last three black action superheroes.
Yeah, that's really rare.
Kelly, Jim Brown.
Yeah.
My favorite actor in the history of Hollywood, Fred Williamson.
Fred Williamson, yeah. I knew you was gonna say that.
He was bad daddy.
But yes, it's very rare. It's very rare. And I tell you what, I haven't heard that name in years because, like I said, I grew up with the people that had this stuff on VHS.
Man,
I grew up with the people that had the 8 tracks to these songs, 8 tracks in your car, El Dorado. I grew up around this stuff.
Right. Watch Black Belt Jones. Watch Truck Turner.
I grew up with all that, man. I grew up with all that. Yeah. My grandfather, my cousins, that was my thing. That's what we did. I lived for that. I live for those moments.
And really, that's no different than like Freddie got fingered in every Will Ferrell film. That's ain't no different. It's just our style. It's just our style.
Dolomite was Freddie got fingered. Black Belt Jones, Truck Turner, those were the black version of Lethal Weapon, the black version of Expendables, black version of like Coffee. That's Angelina Jolie has been.
Exactly. Yeah.
But see, you see, they say black exploitation. First thing you throw up in front of you is Dolomite. Like,
right. They put it all in that one.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
pump it all into that group.
Yeah.
All right. So last thing I wanted to touch on was Boley, Oklahoma, which was Tulsa before Tulsa, and one of the quotes was, he said, "The envy of the world." Like, wow, that really stood out. And then they kind of talked about the backstory of Oklahoma, how it was a lot of black people having their own cities, and also the indigenous people having their own, like, this is our land, we're able to do our thing.
Right.
And so that's a history project for y'all out there. Boley, Oklahoma. Go look that up.
That was new to me. Yeah, that was new to me. Boley is new. I didn't know about Boley.
Yeah.
And when you look up for you guys, look up C.W. Gurley.
C.W. Gurley?
Name sounds.
He's the brother, him and a couple other brothers out of Memphis, Tennessee, a town that black people saved. They bankrolled, because he was Ida B. Wells' friend. They bankrolled the people going out to Oklahoma.
Okay. I get it. And also, let's not forget Seneca, New York, Central Park.
Yeah.
You really thought I was gonna miss that one? That was the reason why I was trying to get this. That's the reason why I was trying to get to Central Park. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to get to Central Park, but I was literally blocks away from most of this stuff. Just a few blocks more from Harlem, which I'm disgusted because I didn't get there. But it's just like, this is what you're doing. You literally wanted to wipe out another town, another heavily, predominantly black.
Yeah, and they did.
Park that you did.
Yeah. And then they put one small plaque.
Right.
I don't even know where it is.
O.W. Gurley.
O.W. Okay.
I was looking it up, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm sure the plaque is probably if you're coming out of Harlem, because I would say that's probably the southwest end. There's no plaque there at the entrance. So it's probably at the northeastern end, or northeastern. I'm sorry. It's probably at the northeastern end of when you're coming out of Harlem. It's probably right there, because Harlem's not that far from Central Park. It's literally just a few blocks over from it.
Think about it.
Wow, I did not know that.
Street.
What's that?
It's right at 121st Street.
It's at 121st. That's what I said. Yeah, Harlem is not that far from Central Park. It's literally like a few blocks over. That's why I was upset at myself because I didn't get there. But I'm like, I guarantee you that placard is on that end of Central Park, because you're coming out of Harlem, and Central Park, as big as Central Park is, it's probably like 3, 4, 5. It's probably 10, maybe 10, 6 city blocks. Yeah. As big as that park is. But so, Seneca Park, it's definitely one of those things where it's just like, man, I was like, God, you got to be kidding. Like, seriously, just a placard. So you literally you bulldozed the whole city block that was predominantly black to put a park there. Okay.
Yeah, that 14 million acres of land.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
building
huge.
Freeways, building lakes,
right?
Building parks.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Find out when your local interstate was created, and then go back 3 years and see what was there.
See what was there. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. We appreciate the support. Live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Also on the End of the Bench media on YouTube and Facebook. Let's get into some final thoughts and Mike rating. High Horse, the Black Cowboy. A-Trap, we go to you first.
Five Mics, one of the best documentaries I've ever seen in my life. I'm looking forward.
Easy. Yeah, it's an easy 5 for me. Shout out to Jordan Peele. Continuing to come out with great content, probably some of the best content over the past 10 years from Get Out, which really came out of nowhere. People didn't really know what to expect. But again, shout out to him. The detail. There was even things that we missed that we didn't touch on, so you got to go watch this. It's on Peacock. But yeah, easy 5. Wilkes?
5 Mics because growing up, one, I thought you couldn't wear Western cowboy attire because you weren't an actual cowboy. You didn't know anything about being a cowboy. You didn't know anything about owning farmland. You didn't know anything about agriculture. As a kid, I thought, oh, well, that was for designated people. Secondly, 5 Mics, because you brushed over it for so long to make it seem like it was your own, it doesn't even belong to you.
Right, like it was your own creation.
And like I said, in this documentary, they call it the take back era. You're taking it back. You're straightening out things that you've tried to brush over and say, well, this is no, it's not. It's not yours. It's like, now I don't even want to share with you at this point, but I don't mind sharing with you. But even then, you're going to try to weasel your way in and make something happen. So, yeah, definitely 5 Mics because, like I said, they made it, it's like in my lifetime growing up, you always felt like, oh, you can't wear Western wear because that's for a certain brand of people. That's for a certain genre of people. That's for a certain classified standard of people.
Right.
So I have to give it a 5 because I was enlightened that, you know what? We created this.
Right.
We did this.
Right.
We started this. When you called us cowboys.
Right.
We started this. Even when Bass Reeves was meant, and like they said,
yeah.
Wayne, stop, bro. You don't get the Marlboro, man. You're not the face of being a cowboy. You're not the face of being a ranch hand.
You're an actor.
You're an actor.
You're not a real cowboy.
Stop.
And then the Bass Reeves and Lone Ranger.
That's what I'm saying.
Parallel that they
you quickly tried to make it seem like he was Batman at his time, but on a horse. Like, stop.
He's an actor.
You don't get to do that.
Right. Do yourself this one favor. Y'all go
stop.
Look up Tonto. I'm done talking. The word, yes.
The word Tonto.
Look it up right quick, man. You'll blow your own mind. You gotta be kidding.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Trust me, I've heard this before. I forgot it, but look it up, man. Look it up. It's crazy.
Silly, foolish, or lacking in good sense.
Lone Ranger and his fool.
Lone Ranger and this fool. While I'm riding over here on silver. I own silver. Wait, like, stop, bro.
Yeah, man.
It made it seem
white guy and a fool.
Yeah. With a mask on.
And so happens to be a Native American wearing moccasins and some tassel leather. So I'm like, stop, bro. This is what you're doing. Yeah. You didn't even give him the galls to at least go shirtless and wear tribal outfits and tribal headdress. No, you had him clothed. He was decent. Do they even know who the actor was? Did they even talk about that actor? Did they even mention who that guy is?
This was during the era that they had white Moses. They had the whitest.
Thank you. Charles.
No, good and damn well Moses didn't look like
Moses.
Dude.
Stop.
Pasty Moses.
Stop. Thank you.
That's what he goes down as. You never know nothing else he ever.
And then you tried to give him a tan Moses when he was in there with the Hebrews. You tried to give us a tan Moses. Like, stop. Stop.
Hey, but like they said in this, like, we watch TV and we think that's what it is, and that was imprinted in a lot of people.
Like Beyonce knows, mom said.
Yeah.
She said, that's what I was raised with. That's what I saw. And I thought that this was what this was. And it's like Bomb B said, watching Gunsmoke, and I watched a lot of Gunsmoke.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was it.
Yeah.
But like you said, there was nobody in there like me having a drink. There was nobody like me in town. I'm like, you mean to tell me you ain't got the help, a busboy, piano player,
nobody,
bartender? Really?
You know what's funny? It's two things this did for me. Well, it reminded me of one thing, and it enlightened me on another. The first thing it reminded me of, the first time I ever drove in the Southwest. I was driving through Texas. We were going to Arizona. And it was my shift, and everybody was asleep, and I'm driving. And I turned the lights out, the headlights in the car, and I had to turn them right back on. And the first thing I thought, I was like, man, I got a whole nother respect for enslaved people and cowboys. I was like, that's dark. Because I had never seen that kind of dark. It got so dark out there, I couldn't see past the dashboard.
Yeah. That pitch black.
I was driving.
You thinking them sundown towns that they had to drive through?
It's time to go. Why?
How many people didn't make it just because of that part?
Oh, that's why it's always comical when they try to make fun of black people eating chicken. We had to, because it was the only thing. Even if it didn't stay hot, it stored for a few days. At least stay good. I'm gonna pull over in the daytime and eat, and the nighttime you drive through. It's like
I had cold chicken at so many places. You'll be surprised.
Hey, man. Hey,
I remember going in the refrigerator after dinner eating cold chicken.
Yeah.
Hey, and that cold chicken, whether it's cold pork chops, cold chicken, definitely cold chicken. You don't know how many times I've snuck in the refrigerator and ate my mom's cold chicken because it was off the chain. Right. And no, I ain't supposed to be eating it because I don't brush my teeth for the night.
To this day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To this day. It's like, hey, man.
I'm telling you,
this chicken done saw me. Don't let me wrap no bread around that cold chicken. That's it, man.
There you go. It's over with.
It's a chicken. It's a balled up chicken bread sandwich.
Hey, okay. Excuse me.
Eat it.
Right.
Look like a damn golf ball. I'm literally like putting chicken and balling it up. Like literally, I'm like, I'm gonna take this to the room. That's done.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. So again, thank y'all for tuning in. Next week, one battle after another. It is available. Have you seen this already, Wooks?
I hadn't watched it. My son said I love it. My son said, if my son says I love it, then it must be up my alley.
Yeah. I think it's on HBO, right? On Max.
Okay, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, man.
You can't watch. You can't show no HBO previews.
Benicio del Toro.
Everybody's Netflix. We don't know what's. Yeah,
it's got a lot of people in this. I was about to play the preview, but I won't.
Don't do
that. Don't do that.
But yeah, make sure to tune in next week. A-Trap, go and close us out.
We're dope. That's why y'all watch. That's Wilkes. That's Ben. I'm Rap. We are.
Peace.